Hello, and welcome to today's Peaky Card reading. Today's topic is compliments your boss secretly gives you behind your back, and for that, you have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. Now, let's get started. Hello, pile one. Let's see the compliments your boss gives you behind your back secretly. Clearly, your boss thinks that you are a very generous person, very kind, giving, compassionate. I'm seeing a lot of water energy, like especially the Scorpio, then Cancer, even the Earth, Virgo. Your boss thinks that you are a very cooperating in the workplace, very cooperating, very giving. Even there, you're very cooperating, a group work person. You are not somebody who would be like non-cooperative with others. Rather, you are one of those people who would cooperate with others. You are a person who had to give up on a lot of their emotional ties in life. A lot of you have come to a different place, a different nation, a different country, a different state, a different continent to restart your career. And you migrate to a different nation, to a different state, in order to restart. Most of you guys are one of those people. I'm seeing even ethnically you guys tend to stand out. Yes, two of wands. Clearly I'm seeing like you are one of those people who are you are like very hardworking. You believe that you hold the key to your destiny. Yeah, see, with this long distance, you guys have traveled a long distance, you've come a long way, you have evolved a lot. Your boss thinks that you're a very evolved, matured, high vibrational kind of a person, somebody who does not get into a messy situation easily, very stable, very reliable, very dependable, very much like you are a very reliable kind of a employee, and a reliable kind of a person. Like, they can trust you with an important work and they know that the job will be done. That kind of a person. You hold the key to your own success. Your boss thinks that you are somebody who is very self-made, very self-reliant, very dependable. Yes, you are also a very good multitasker. Like, you are very good at home, at work. Like, you are very good at every aspect of life. Also, a lot of you are could be multifaceted, multi-talented. At the workplace also, we tend to come across those people who are like very good at work. At the same time, they're equally good at other things, maybe a good musician, or maybe managing two three aspects of work, like maybe good at coding, at the same time very good at managerial skills. I'm just giving an example from the IT. It could be anything. Like, you are good at multiple things even at work, and that is another compliment that your boss gives. Yeah, they think that you are very ambitious, you are very goal oriented, very focused. You are very good at executing your plans. You have very high flying goals for yourself. You are one of those people who knows exactly how good you are. You're extremely ambitious, and that is something that people, your boss, tend to compliment you on, because you are one of those people who came from a different place and have established yourself. You are one of those people who would work from Sunday till, like, from Monday till Sunday, for like 11-12 hours straight, without complaining at all, because in order to fulfill your ambitions, you need to work hard. All right, now the Six of Wands. You are a person, yes, I'm seeing like you are very attractive. That is another thing that your boss compliments you on. Maybe they themselves are attracted, or they know of a lot of your colleagues who are attracted towards you. I'm seeing like for a lot of you, you guys could be ethnically also, you are different. You tend to stand out ethnically even at your workplace. Like, you look different because you dress differently, because you're coming from a different culture, from a different background altogether. Another thing is, yeah, like, your ambition is something that's like a talking point for a lot of people. You're also very hardworking. Like, I'm saying very, very hardworking. Also, you're very proactive. You're very generous, but at the same time, very proactive, very much in a go, go, go kind of an energy. All right. Eight of Pentacles typically tells me that you are a very hardworking, determined, diligent kind of a person. Somebody who knows exactly what they want out of their lives and they are willing to go after it full throttle. You guys are literally going after your work full throttle. You are a person who is very, very determined. You probably are one of those people who gets up and starts walking without any complaints. You never complain. Like, come hell or high water, you are happy when you get to work. That is something that I'm seeing for most of you. And your bosses really, I just moved the tripod a little bit. Your bosses really are impressed by this quality of yours. Maybe some of them actually tell you to work a little less, but in order to fuel all the ambitions that you have, you got to work very, very hard. All right, Queen of Swords, you are a very sharp person. You are that kind of a person who is very wise, and also you see right through people's nonsense, manipulation and facade. So you are almost like manipulators tend to stay the heck away from you. And your bosses, you tend to make very practical decisions. You are very generous, but your decisions are usually left brained. That is what I can see. And you are a person who knows exactly that how far, like, you have seen a lot of ups and downs. You have been bullied. I'm seeing you have a history of being bullied, of being told that you're not good enough, that kind of a situation. From there, you have always used your ambition to pull yourself out of those muck and rise on the top. And that is something I'm seeing. A lot of your people in the workplace maybe calls you an opportunist, but you are one of those people. If your boss will send to, while there is some kind of a conflict resolution, then making some important decision for the company's sake, you are the head. You have a very cool head over your shoulders. Yeah, you're very driven, very proactive, very, you know what you want, what you deserve, and you're willing to go after it full throttle. That kind of a person you are. You are like, I don't care whether you like me or you don't. I just want to do as much as I can because I know what I'm capable of and what I deserve. So you don't really care what others think, because I'm seeing a lot of people calls you an opportunist, but your bosses really like you for the attitude that you have, that I got to do what I got to do, come hell or high water. I need to finish my job. I need to hit my target on time, or maybe even before time. Yeah, a lot of you tend to travel around very frequently. It's your ambitious nature that has given you a higher status, a better vehicle that you travel in, or maybe you have recently had a better like an upgradation in lifestyle, a good house, a better house, or a better vehicle, or your overall lifestyle has been overhauled. Or another thing is, a lot of you have gotten some kind of a promotion which is making you, short distance travels, I'm seeing. And you're always like, there are people who do not want to travel that frequently. You're not one of those. Your bosses know that if they want one person who will be always willing to travel at the very last moment, it's you. And this things gives you some extra perks. I'm hearing Three of Wands. You are a person who is very self-made. Your bosses really respect you, how far you have come. You have literally made your path in this life with your own deeds. You are a very karma oriented person, very deed oriented person. You believe in good karma, you believe in hard work, and it's your hard work, sheer hard work, that has brought you here. Seven of Pentacles. You are a person who is like, you're another thing that your bosses really respect about you, they compliment you on, is you are a person who lives with an attitude of gratitude, because you have a stability which you have earned today. and you respect that, you are very grateful for it, because you have, I'm seeing most of you have grown up in, maybe not in poverty, but in a lot of lack. So you appreciate exactly what life has thrown at you today, is giving you today, is offering you today. Because most of us, we tend to cry, creep, and complain about small things. But you are one of those people who looks at the bigger picture and is very happy for what life is giving in, offering him today, or offering them her today. You're also very justice oriented. A lot of you could be into activism, into law, paralegal, advocate, lawyer, something of that sort. Libra can be significant also. You tend to speak your mind very, like in a very articulate manner, but you know when to stand up for yourself and speak your mind, speak the truth, even if it's against the popular opinion, even if it draws in a lot of flack. You know how to speak your mind, you know how to stand up against injustices, and you're probably known for that in your workplace. Yeah, you're very ethical, very strongly principled, very honest, and these are the things that makes you stand out in the crowd, that makes your boss compliment you. They really think that you are such a worthy person. You are also the star, somebody who gets a lot of attention wherever they go. Like I'm seeing, like more than your bosses, more than your colleagues, a lot of your colleagues have become your junior now, because you are somebody who is very good at what they do. Also, you're like, you tend to get a lot of attention wherever you go. Take charge with authority. I'm seeing you are the person who has a lot of natural leadership qualities about you. A lot of you have literally risen in the, like, ranks, through the ranks, very fast, because you have natural leadership qualities about you, which tends to make you a great leader. And people tend to listen to you when you speak. A lot of you are very good orators. You're very devoted, very committed when it comes to your work. This is one thing that I'm seeing, like, repeatedly: devoted, committed, hardworking, dedicated, like a sage, especially when it comes to your work. Regarding every aspect of your life, you are like a sage. Cat, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your overdependency on others. You are a person who knows that, you are a person who is like very self-reliant. You know that overdependency can create a lot of issues, and you are a very probably you grew up this way. It's because of your upbringing, that you didn't have many other people to support you growing up. So you have become very self-reliant, and that is something that helps you, and that is a compliment that you receive from your bosses. Work through your fears. A lot of you could be having strong Scorpio. I'm getting Scorpio, Virgo, Libra, Cancer strongly. A lot of Sagittarius. Yeah, Leo. Yeah, walk through your fears. You're one of those people who is not afraid to face the difficult tasks. You are one of those people who have already faced a lot of their fears in the process, and now you're not afraid to face your shortcomings, if that makes sense. I hope it does, because you have walked through your fears, you have faced your fears head on, and have moved ahead in life, moved forward, and that makes you also more brave, more belligerent, more like you are somebody today who knows exactly what they want out of their lives, and you're willing to go after it full throttle. Communication is key. Yes, as I said, you are a fantastic orator. Most of you, your speeches are very motivating, more than it being deep and all that. Yet it's very practical, very motivating. A lot of younger people feel very much motivated. They want to be like you. That is a compliment that your boss gives you behind your back, that this is a person whom a lot of youngsters would love to emulate. Youngsters meaning like late teens, early 20s people. Maybe you are one who is like in their late 20s, early 30s to mid 30s, and you're so successful. Like you literally live by example. by an example, that kind of a person. And I'm seeing like people are motivated around you. Your speeches are very invigorating. People feel really invigorated, very driven. Yeah, you yourself are driven as well. Look at the bigger picture, guys. If you, by the way, if you like my content, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Your support means so much to me, guys. Look at the bigger picture. As I said, you have a natural leadership quality about you, and that is something that your boss really respects, really respects. That this is a person who is a naturally born leader. This is a person who knows exactly how much they want out of their life and how far they are willing to go in order to achieve their goals. And I'm seeing that you are a person who is who is not going to keep any stone unturned in order to achieve what they want. You are a very wise person, somebody who has grown wiser over time, who has grown wiser over the years. Somebody, life has shown you difficult situations, and you, from those situations, instead of sitting there crying, cribbing, complaining, and all such stuff, you guys have grown wiser. You guys have grown more, more resilient, more determined, that now I will have to do it. And these kind of mindset, if that couldn't kill me, it has made me stronger. That kind of a mindset is needed. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. You are somebody who is very focused, very plan oriented, very determined. You are a person who is very driven, very determined, very plan oriented, extremely focused. Yeah, I'm seeing like, you are cut out for success. That's the, in like one sentence, that's the compliment your boss gives you, that this is a person who was meant to succeed in their lives. Bask in joy and light. Exactly. You are like, I'm seeing you guys like, you are like so driven. You are just achieving bigger goals in life, and like your boss feels that you are a person who is meant for bigger things. Are also, a lot of you could be like changing companies, because that's how your boss feels, because people like you would probably not stay in the same company for a longer time period, because that could halt their career growth. That's another career progress. Peacock, let yourself stand out and be noticed. You are somebody who is extremely, you are like the star and the peacock. Wherever you go, the limelight follows. That's what I'm seeing. Wherever you go, you're meant for bigger things. You're meant for the better things in life. That is something that I can see. The world awaits you. Clearly, you guys, you are one of those people who are extremely driven. Like, you literally treat each and every single day as a present, as a gift, and you genuinely believe in living in the moment and living for this moment and enjoying this moment to the fullest. And that is something that is not just complimented by your bosses, but is complimented by everybody. Be your own first priority. You have learned at last to prioritize your own self, your own needs over other people. That is another thing that your bosses, what, these are the things which actually tend to transform a person. When we learn to prioritize our own self, our self-respect and self-worth also increases. Then only we learn to prioritize our own self, our mental health, etc. And that tend to teach other people how to respect us, how to treat us. In a way, we can actually teach others how to treat us. And that is something that your bosses, your colleagues really compliment about you. Start a revolution. They literally feel like you're one of those people who is like a rebel, who has the guts to speak up against the injustices. It happens everywhere, and you're one of those people who always speaks up against injustices. All right, time for the guided messages. Always ask the right questions and stand up for justice. You are somebody who always believe in asking the right questions. Believe in your own abilities. You are a person who has a lot of belief in their own abilities. You are a person who just knows exactly what they want out of their lives, and that is something what you're capable of, and that is something that your boss really respects about you. Work, and the success will follow you. You are a workaholic. It's a confirmation. Live your life as an example for others to see. This is another thing, like you live your life as an example, and that is something that your boss really respects. Self-worth, yeah, you are known, you have a very strong sense of self-respect and self-worth. Building every cornerstone of my life with my own deeds. You are a person who genuinely believes in building their life with their own karma, with their own deeds. Be there for others, but never leave your own self behind. You are a person who genuinely believes that, you know what, I need to prioritize myself for others to prioritize me, to respect me for who I am. You're like a blessing to a lot of people. Exactly. You are like a blessing to a lot of people. All right, now time for the charms, my pile number ones. Okay. You are, a lot of you have a spiritual blessing. That is something that your bosses compliment you on. You guys could be very much into fitness. All right, you're very wise. Okay, the mermaid typically tells me that you are a person who is very like ethereal, very pretty, very attractive. Your time has arrived. You're a transformation has been a key. A lot of you have migrated to a different and have transformed yourself in the process. Also, you are like this, you know, you have a very blessed life. That's what your bosses think about you. You are a very good mentor and a guide. A lot of you tend to embrace, even if you identify as a female, a lot of you tend to embrace a lot of the masculine qualities. All right, pile one, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Guys, your support would mean so much to me, so please support my channel. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, pile 2. Let's see what compliments your boss gives you behind your back. Clearly, you are a very quiet, observant, intelligent kind of a person in the eye of your boss. Somebody who is very good at, you know, finding out the opportunities, and you're very good, very observant, very intelligent. You know, you are a very sharp kind of an employee, a sharp kind of a person who is very good at, you know, managing the shark infested water. You are one of those people who can maintain their cool during difficult time periods. That is what your boss think about you. All right, the Six of Swords, you are somebody, you are like this tortoise. Like, you know what, you are one of those people who doesn't believe in giving up in life. You have seen a lot of ups and downs in life, but that has made you grittier and not made you, like, you know, sitting there crying, cribbing, complaining. Instead, you got right up and got back to work. You always tend to be that way, that not gonna give up until I'm not over, until I have done it. I am not done yet if I do not win it. That kind of a mindset, like you have like a go-getter kind of a mindset. If you can't walk, you crawl. If you can't run, you walk. But you know, when it gets tougher, it's the tough gets going. You are one of the tougher people. Five of Pentacles, clearly your boss understands that you have a very gritty steel metal core, because a lot of you have grown up seeing a lot of distress, especially financial distress. Maybe you, like, you were brought up in a household scenario. A lot of you, my dear pile number 2, who saw a lot of financial distresses growing up, so you became a lot more gritty than you realize. So you have become like a small thing does not, like, cannot destabilize you. Instead, that makes your resolve even stronger. You are a very strong, emotionally very strong human being. That is something that your boss talks about, compliments you on it. They also compliment you on how hard working you are. You have always been a very hard working, determined kind of a person, somebody who knows exactly what their worth is, what you bring on table, and you are not ashamed to be who you are. You are a very hardworking person. This person is reaping the rewards of all the hard work, all the seeds that they had sown earlier in life. Exactly. That is also that can be seen in you. Your boss compliments you on the fact that you are a person who is very, like, you have worked very hard, very very hard to reach wherever you have today. And the success that you are experiencing, you're tasting today, it's because of all the hard work. The strength card, you are a person who is emotionally very strong, very determined, very driven, very focused. You are a person who knows exactly what they want out of their life and is not afraid to go after it full throttle. You are a person who is very driven, somebody who knows exactly what they want out of their life, and no matter what other people say, nothing can break you easily. You are emotionally a very resilient, persevering, strong, determined, driven kind of a person. A lot of you could be an Aries, a Leo, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, of the fire sign Scorpio, because you have seen a lot of downtime in your life and that has hardened you instead of breaking you. So I'm getting a Scorpio vibe or a strong Pluto or Saturn vibes from you. A strong Saturn position, a first 10 7th axis Saturn, fourth house Saturn could also be seen. Two of Wands, you are a very, you are like a fighter. You are fighting, that kind of a person. You know what you deserve in life, what your worth is, and you are willing to fight for your worth. That makes your boss compliment you a lot. All right guys, if you like my content, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Your support would mean so much to me. All right, Five of Wands, typically your boss compliments you on how stable, how disciplined, how determined you are. You are one of those people who is extremely stable. They know exactly, exactly what your worth is, and you are not willing to compromise in that front. All right, Seven of Swords, you are a person who is also very calculating. You have seen, like, for you life is like a chess game. For a lot of you, life is like a chess game. By that, what do I mean? Like, there is a right, correct time for everything. Life gives an opportunity. Every dog has his day. Life gives opportunity to everybody, and you are a person who knows how to utilize those opportunities. The Hierophant, you are a very wise person. See how wise this person is. You are way wiser beyond your age. You are a very wise, very, you could be in your mid 30s, and your thought process is that of a 50-year-old, and that is something, that maturity that you bring on table is something that is, like, that is deeply complimented by your bosses in general. You are a very driven, very focused, driven, goal oriented kind of a person. You know exactly where you want to see yourself. Like, you are a very ambitious kind of a person. That is another thing, that it's your ambition that has helped you sell through some very difficult phases in life. That is something that your boss tells as well. Knight of Swords, you are as usual, like, a very, like, you have always been very ambitious, right from, like, your teenage. You knew that you wanted to have something, really achieve something bigger and better in life, something that will give you a lot of visibility in life. That is something that you guys always felt, like, something bigger, something better, something way above your level kind of a thing you wanted to achieve. Right. The magician card. You are like the magician. You know, the magician has all the four uh, elements. You have been like the magician, like the alchemist of your own destiny, somebody who has manifested. Like, you are also a terrific manifester. That is the compliment you receive, that you know, this is a person who is a terrific manifester. They know, they always knew what they wanted out of their life, and they always went after it full throttle. That is another thing. You are very good with money. Yeah, clearly I'm seeing with the Five of Pentacles and then Four of Pentacles. Clearly you guys have seen a lot of financial struggle at one point. So you have learned to be very wise. So a lot of people might actually call you stingy. Given your current set of being, you probably don't need to be the way you are, but you have used that financial acumen to increase your wealth in a shorter time period. That's what I'm seeing. And you are an absolutely successful, a success material. That is something that I can see for sure, like a complete success material. Like, your boss thinks that, you know what, this is a person who is gonna go a long way in life. This is a person who is meant to achieve bigger, better goals in life. Bold. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. You are a person who has really managed to face their problems head on. You are a person who faces their problems head on regularly, and you have managed to emerge victorious. You have managed to come out as a winner on the other side. That is something, like, you know, facing your troubles and coming out as a winner, a stronger version on the other side, is another speciality of yours. Facing your problems head on. Tiger, you are being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you are capable of being so, doing so. Like, you are a born leader. A tiger is a born leader. Just remember that. And your boss compliments you on your natural leadership qualities that you possess. That is something that I can see, that you possess some natural leadership qualities, and your boss really respects you for that. Shift your perception. You are a person who has managed to shift, like, you know, those people who used to earlier, who would probably not take you seriously, given your achievements today, they have started taking you seriously. You are a person about whom people's perception has changed over the years. Have faith in your dreams. You are a person who has really managed to achieve bigger and better things in life. You are somebody who has really managed to achieve bigger and better things. The dreams you have been able to achieve, like, you know, you are somebody, when other people have laughed at your dreams, at your ambitions, you are somebody who always stayed focused. You never lost your hope, and that is something that your boss compliments you on. That, you know, when nobody believed them, they believed in their own selves, and that's why they have been able to reach wherever they have. Luck. Okay, so your boss also thinks that you have gotten lucky in certain cases, but you know, with luck comes a lot of persistence and hard work. So you have worked your way up, and that's why probably the universe granted most of your wishes, because I'm seeing a lot of you have been able to manifest your life's major goals. You have been able to really manifest them, which are like beyond the imagination of most people. Stand your ground, mountains. You know what? What I'm seeing is your boss really appreciates and acknowledges the integrity, the honesty that you bring on table. You know, you are one of those people who has no problem speaking their mind without feeling intimidated. You have a lot of courage. You're like a warrior. You know how to stand your ground, speak your truth, standing up against injustice. You know, you have all these qualities about you, and that is another reason why your boss compliments you. Elements, clearly, you know what, this card is more like the magician card. You have been like the magician, like the alchemist of your own destiny. You know what? People like you guys tend to use the elements of nature in your favor. Literally, your boss thinks that you have manifested your current reality into being by usage of the different elements of nature. You are a person who knows exactly what they want out of their lives, and you guys have really worked and manifested. You have, instead of chasing, you guys have literally attracted the success, the lifestyle that you always wanted to have in your life. Take time to breathe out. Your boss feels that you are a workaholic. You guys should be taking more time out to breathe out. You guys should be taking more time to literally, you are a workaholic. That's what I'm seeing. Like, you do not actually, you do not do much else apart from your work. For a lot of you, for you, your work is your, like, you eat, sleep, drink your work. And that is one thing that your boss would compliment you on, but at the same time, probably given an option, they will tell you to work a little less. Don't dim to fit in. Yeah, you are a person who does not believe in dimming their own light in order to fit into a certain perspective, in order to fit into a certain situation. You are somebody who speaks their mind no matter what. There was a time, I'm seeing, it's a progress from being um, a procrastinator to a proactive person, somebody who used to always people please, to somebody who no longer cares what others would say, think, and do about them. Instead, they start living their own life. So you have literally stopped caring about what others would think, and have stopped dimming your own light in order to make others feel a little bit better. So that is another thing. Like, being very unapologetically yourself is another reason why your boss compliments you, my dear pile number 2 warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. You are a person who is extremely fearless, when especially very courageous when it comes to speaking the truth. As I said, like, you are a person who is like a warrior, who is not afraid to stand their ground, who is not afraid to speak their truth. You are a very courageous, determined, dedicated, devoted kind of a worker. Somebody who can be trusted, somebody on whom a company could depend on, that are very trustworthy, dependable, very innovative. That's the word that came to my mind, so I'll say it. Very innovative kind of an employee. Confidence is your key to success. Another reason why your boss compliments you is, like, you are a very confident person, determined and confident, hardworking kind of a person. Right from your childhood, you have always believed that you are born to be successful. So that is one thing. The confidence that I can see in you is something that is really infectious, and almost what I'm seeing is your boss not only compliments you, is a little bit envious of you as well. Thorns weave together the crown you deserve. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever life has thrown difficulties at you, you guys have turned around and used it to your advantage. Exactly. Like, you have weaved together the crown that you always deserved. You have been the person who has managed to create opportunity in adversity. You are one of those people who tend to look at the silver lining in every situation and point. So that's exactly what I'm seeing. Like, you have managed to weave together the crown with all the thorns. You're one of those people, if life throws lemons, I'll make a lemonade. That kind of a person you are, and that is one thing. You do not give up. Instead, you look at the positive side of it and try to work towards that, make things better for you. So that kind of a person you are. Don't be afraid to sing. Yes, you are a person who is not afraid to sing. You are a person who does not care what others would say, think, and do. You are not afraid to speak your mind. You are not afraid to be who you are today. There was a time when you literally were really scared what others would say, what others would think. Today, you don't care anymore. Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. You are a person who does not seek other people's approval. You are somebody who doesn't seek other people's approval. You do not care. You no longer care what other people would say. Like, this is a very strong message that is coming repeatedly, that you have become a person who has their own set of belief system and who does not really care what others would say, think, or do. And that is something that your boss compliments you on as well. The guided messages: your kindness and compassion makes you stand out. All right, so your boss compliments on your kind, compassionate, nurturing nature. Meditation is a way of life. A lot of you are very much into a quiet life in contemplation, quiet contemplative life. You are a believer of that. Life is as simple as you keep it, or as complicated as you make it. Exactly. For you, it's your mantra that either you simplify your life or make it as complicated as you can, and that you are the one who will be the sufferer and no one else. When it gets tough, the tough gets going. So that is another mantra for your own self, my dear. Pile number 2, good boss vibes. You are a good boss and a good employee vibe, I'm getting. Like, a lot of you could be team leads and stuff, and your boss thinks that you make a perfect mentor figure. You are such a worthy human being. Your boss feels that you are a very, very worthy human being. Congratulations. Self-worth and self-respect. Your boss compliments on the sense of self-worth, the sense of self-respect that you bring on table. Because of that, you get complimented. All right, time for the charms. Okay. Your boss thinks that you are a visionary. You are meant to do bigger things in life. You get a lot of attention. The star, the sun shows you're meant for bigger things. Literally, you are in for much more success. You are traveling around a lot, or your work is making you travel a lot, or is gonna make you travel a lot. You are an emancipated soul who doesn't believe in dimming their light to fit in. Dream. You are living the dream life. You are living a dream life. You are a very stable person. Your boss thinks you're very fortunate. You are a great manifester. You hold the key to your destiny. You know what? A lot of you love to travel as well. All right, pile 2. I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Thank you. Namaste.